Scripture says, man. So we're gonna bring it out on their ass, man. Anybody got article?
Man. Hey, I'm gonna grab this article real quick because Trump's basically telling let the brother fix the camera. Salaki, y'all. Trump's basically telling all the companies that's doing business with China that they need to come on back, man, and try to get another basically trying to follow alternate, man. But at the same time, what you're doing that, man, is it's gonna push what, man? It's pushing for a recession, man. You're gonna push forth a recession, but you're gonna push forth hyperinflation here in America, man. And that's what you're starting to see, man. You're gonna see prices starting to skyrocket when these things start manifesting. Cause I did a video earlier this week about the Great Depression. It's gonna be 10 times worse than the Great Depression, man. Cause here the Great Depression in the 1929s, they at least had farms. But here in America, you have what, man? You have GMO food, genetically modified organisms. And you also has where when you're trying to have a farm or anything like that, hey, they got to put taxes on that, man.
So if I can say something, brother, and the people who got the money, the investors, they telling you that depression coming. But these silly people out here, they just going on with their lives, man. And like the brothers just bought out, they had farms back then, and now you people, y'all just got honey buns in your pantry, man. So when that food run out, man, what you gonna do? You know, you're gonna look stupid though, because it's been coming out. Brothers been bringing it out, and it's happening. You go on articles, RT, CNN. The people who got the money telling you that the money is legal.
I got a quick script too. This is Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm gonna read 6 on down. All right, Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 6, and it reads, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense."
That's right. That's the spirit that we in. And that scripture ain't talking about physically leaving America. No, we getting out of this system, being plugged out, and we joining into our power, man. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Stop worshiping these idols, worshiping the image of the beast. You know, and the image is this whole system, man. They philosophies, you know, and idolatry. And if you're a so-called black, Latino, Native American, or you know, you're gonna have people that's of other nations who may look like other nations, but if this truth resonate with you, man, you better latch on to it, or you're gonna be judged when the Lord comes, and you don't want that.
All right, verse 7. Jeremiah 51:7. "Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad."
And I was meditating upon that last night. Like, people out here, look, America is either Babylon or it ain't, but it is Babylon. Like, ask people walking by, is America Babylon? Clearly it is, because clearly, what's the international currency? The dollar. America got its military all over the place, man. But the #1 language on the planet is what? English. It's America, man. America has spread out its wickedness all over this earth, and they got to pay for it.
They also refer to America as the melting pot, man, because it has all the nations in one, which in itself is confusing, man, because the Lord ordained everybody to have their own land, you know?
That's right. This is off CNBC. Trump says he's ordering American companies to immediately start looking for an alternative to China. So basically he's telling all these people that go to China that's here in America, stop getting that cheap labor, come here in America and pay these Americans $20 an hour. Are you out your damn mind?
Right.
You think that I'm gonna take my business that I'm getting cheap labor in China and come and pay you Babylonians $15 to $20 an hour? Come on, man. That's the mind state of this damn devil, man. That's the pride of Esau, man. And these companies in America they're laughing at that, man. You honestly think that they're gonna take their Fortune 500 companies and leave China, where they've been prospering for years, and just say we're gonna give it back to America? We're gonna rebuild America, make America great again. Come on, man.
That nigga proud, man. That nigga Trump, man. But it's beautiful. Like Elder Yashawama said, everybody moving to the tune of prophecy. I work in retail, you know, down in Miami, at the store. And I go in the back and I see my manager with somebody who's like a higher up in the company. They sitting down and they're like, "Oh, we got to exclude these products because they come from China." And most of the stuff in the store comes from China. So it's playing out before our eyes, man. We seeing the downfall of our enemies, man. It's beautiful.
I got one for you. This is Job 18:7. "The steps of his strength shall be straight, and his own counsel shall cast him down."
That's right.
Hey, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, man. That straight means a position of difficulty, man. And his own counsel should cast him down. You seeing all these other nations are letting go of the petrodollar, man. They letting the petrodollar go, man, because the petrodollar was a main currency going around the world, man. They was basically holding the grips of the earth through that dollar with the oil, man.
Let me add on to you what you said. I wish I knew the name of the movie, but it was this ex-FBI agent. He was bringing out how pretty much America has been in the downfall or the decline since the 1970s. All right, now 1970 is where he said America had reached its peak oil. And ever since they reached that, America has been falling ever since, man. So we're in a perfect time of a recession, man. You see, this economy is about to crash, and it's going to happen in our lifetime, man. Right?
This is Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous.
Right. Now the scriptures say that there is no healing of thy bruise, man. Okay, what's the slogan for America? Make America great again, man. Yeah. This is applying. You can apply this to Babylon, man. Right. They said there is no healing of thy bruise, man. The bruise is that enormous amount of debt. Okay, when you look it up, okay, I think what's the economy is the debt? It's like 714 trillion.
Yep.
So they say, which is climbing, man. But that's the bruise. Yeah, exactly. That's the bruise that can't be healed, man. There ain't no bouncing back, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, all that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually.
You see, so all these nations, that word brute goes back to the news. All right, so all the nations on the planet Earth are going to hear the news of the fall of this place, man. Ooh. And like I said at the end, read that last part again, the last part of that verse.
It says, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually.
It says, upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually, man. Because America has been committing terror all around the earth, man. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Proxy wars, all right? These puppets that they've been setting up in these different nations, all right, to abide in this democracy or whatnot, going in there messing up the nation's policies and whatnot. Resources, policing the other nations, man. Basically, America's always been in everybody else's shit, man. Right. Yep. You see what I'm saying? But that time is coming to an end now, man. Right. All right?
This is Zephaniah 1:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate. Yep. And the howling of the second.
Right. Hey, read that again, Bobby.
Zephaniah 1:10.
Fish gate, like the stock market.
Yep. And it shall come to pass that day, saith the Lord, there shall be a noise of a cry of the fish gate.
That fish gate represents the stock market, man. Wall Street, man. Yep. It's gonna be a cry, man, because it's gonna be that crash, man. It's gonna be just like the Great Depression, man. But when the Great Depression, what? The Wall Street crash, man. Yep. Keep going.
And a great crashing from the hills.
Great crashing from the hills represents this man's system, this man's Wall Street. That's his system. New York is the main hub of America where the money's flowing, man. And that great crashing from the hills, hey, the stock market's gonna crash, man. Right. What you see, man, every time Trump make a statement out of his mouth, the stocks start to crash, man. Yeah. He said soon if we're gonna leave, we're gonna put we're gonna take our companies and leave China. As soon as he said that, damn Dow dropped what? 700. Damn, it was 6 that day I seen. Shit, it drops every time he makes a statement, man. Because you got the type where it's volatility, man, and at the same time with that volatility going up, and then they saying like every time the volatility go up, that means it's fears, man, because they scared it's gonna crash, man. Because if it's going up, it's going up 700 points on Tuesday. When he make a statement like that, that brings fears and it drops automatically, man. And that's what you're seeing happening, man. And with him making bold statements like that, man, what you think is gonna happen? It's gonna bring forth that recession. And I was watching a sister, Lisa Cabrera. She brought out a point. Trump, a couple of days ago, Trump said, "Hey, the stock market is great. It's not. It's still flourishing. We're not gonna see a recession." Then, literally, the next day, he had to admit to his donors and his supporters that it's gonna be a recession. But also, he said it's gonna be a recession before 2020. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, 2020 ain't nothing but 3 or 4 months. Here down the road, man. Right. So you seeing that he's telling you right before your face that a recession is gonna happen here in your lifetime.
Take heed,
very
man.
soon, man.
Take heed, man.
Take heed to this message, man.
Yep.
That's what we're trying to tell you, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You need to take heed to this message, man, because you seeing that this man's system is starting to collapse, man, at a rapid pace, man. And it's nothing he can do about it, because it's the Most High's will, man.
And going on. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchants, people are cut down.
Yep. Going into these people that's in the stock market.
Man.
All that stuff is about to look. All these IRAs, these CDs, these bonds. Okay. What else they have? The mutual funds. 401ks. All right. What was the guy? Ron Paul, right? Yep. Ron Paul. He did an interview a few years ago. And he said what's going to happen when this economy crashes, you're going to have economic martial law. Yep. So everything, your saving account, your 401ks, all right, your retirement fund, whatever, all that shit going to get wiped clean, man.
Right.
That's the first thing that this devil's going after, man. Yep. All right? So if you got money in the banks, all that shit's done. Because what just happened about a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago, the Deutsche Bank out there in what you call it?
Out of London or something.
Out of London out there. It's crashing out, man. And that's the biggest bank in the world. You know, so it's gonna be a trickle down effect.
And it's been crashing for the last couple of years, man. It's been going up and down, man. And with like the elder was bringing out, man, with the economic martial law, that's gonna bring forth what, man? Medical martial law, man. That's when all these plagues and stuff is gonna start manifesting, man. Because at the same time, when all these plagues manifesting, you're gonna have all these disasters happening, man. Because the state gets their money from who, man? The state get their money from what? The feds, man. But the feds don't have no money. What you think is gonna happen, man? It's not gonna be no money going around here in North Carolina, South Carolina, none of these various so-called states here in America, man. Right. And that's even with Canada, man.
Yep. Hey, because the Lord moving, man. The Lord's sick of this shit, man.
That's
the
right,
Lord's sick of America ruling. Yep. And then the Babylonians, didn't their kingdom fall? Then the Persians' kingdom fall? The Greeks, the Romans? So why not America? America gonna keep on going? Nah, man. The Lord's sick of this shit. And the Lord want to have joy of his children, man. The Lord want to gather his elect, you know? Right. Instead of the kingdom of heaven.
I got something for you. It's Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that sitteth in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, and that's talking about you so-called white people, you Edomites, and y'all even call yourself Caucasians, man. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, man. Yep. And your pride has deceived you. Y'all niggas really think y'all finna keep on ruling. Yep. Y'all got MAGA hats and shit, man, doing rallies and shit, you know? But hey, deep down inside, y'all know y'all got but a short time. That's why you got these white supremacists getting ready to kill everybody and shit, you know?
Nah, I got one more.
He set it up.
And you said Caucasian, that means Cape-Coast.
Yep.
That's right.
I got one more. It says, this is Habakkuk 2:6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth debt which is not his.
Right, and that's all America been doing, man. Increasing debt, man. You look at the America debt clock. That shit ain't lowering. That shit getting worse and worse. 22 trillion. Look back, it's gonna be 23 trillion. Yeah, it's only getting worse.
That shit like 700 now, though. Yeah, because of interest. Yep.
And you pay interest on that? Really? And you gotta look at the world. You gotta look at the world debt is with that too, man. Yes. And with the world debt, you gotta think the IMF, man. Hey, the International Monetary Fund is throughout all these various countries that hate America, man. Yep. Why you think America's mad at Iran and these other countries? Because they don't have them central banks in their countries, man.
Right. Because they trying to actually use their brain, you know. You know, America got everybody else drunk, you know, and they trying to say, no, let's go to gold, you know. And America don't like it.
Yeah. Hey, that's why when they tried to, when things started heating up with North Korea, what's the first thing he said? You're not gonna do us like you did Libya and
Iraq.
And set up your puppet leaders here, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, these nations, man, they on Esau's gig, man. Yeah. Everybody onto it, man.
Because that's why you having countries like Syria and whatnot coming out, because what they try to do is try to blacklist these leaders. Try to come up with these false stories talking about how they mistreating their people, you know, how they doing all these bad things. And then when it gets revealed that America's a liar, man, then they try to go and, you know, with another tactic, which brings in these shadow governments, your things like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, which are US owned, you know, and it's all a big media ploy to keep put the fear of the people to think that, you know, America has to play the hero, man. You know, please finish it. It says, says, "How woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay."
Right. And that thick clay right there, that means the debt, man.
That's right.
America just doing their own downfall, really. You might doing it to yourself, man.
Right, because you see what DJ is doing, man. This nigga is really isolating himself from the rest of the world, man. So now you got it to where you in debt to all these other countries, and you're gonna alienate yourself from them, which you get all your goods from America. So what sense does it make for you to cut off your supplier when you ain't got no money, man?
But that's perfect because Trump failed all his other businesses. So that's the perfect devil. He is a chosen one.
Yeah, because this nigga, you look at Trump's track record. That's a lot of Edomites like to use that as a reason why he was so good to be president, man. Well, he's a great businessman and all this, but his record shows you that all his businesses went bankrupt. His dad had to bail him out on everything that he did, man. So really, this nigga's an idiot, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They side his children, man.
Right. Can't help it. This prophecy.
But it makes sense because America is a reality TV nation.
It is.
And he's a reality TV star. So he's a star role for this.
Right. All the presidents been reality TV stars, man. And I forgot what other president was a reality TV star. And they put his
Reagan.
Yeah, they put his ass right in office, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Damn idiots, man.
This place
Through. It's a joke, man.
This is a quick precept. Back to brother. This Obadiah 1:6. How the things of Esau searched out, how his hidden things sought up. Right, man, because like we were saying earlier, man, hey, these nations, man, they on to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull the wool over nobody's eyes no more, bro. Everybody on the Esau shit. You know what I'm saying? Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Right, man, because here it is. This devil, what he do is, he'll put sanctions on certain, like when he put those sanctions on Iran, you know what I'm saying, about a year ago. What happened? You start fucking with Berlin, Germany, you start fucking with their money. France money, all that to spite one country. And so what you doing? You hurting the nations that's at peace with you, man. So now they got that facade like, oh, you gonna fuck with, you don't care about messing with our shit? Okay, well cool. Well when everything busts off, they gonna side with Iran, man.
That's why you had that's why you had things like Brexit and all that happen, man. They started to distance themselves from America.
Right.
Right. And like the brother just said, man, hey, DJ pretty much isolating itself from the entire world. But then here it is, you relying on the world for everything, for all your goods, man.
Talks about how these nations are going to separate themselves from this devil, man. I'm trying to find.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is no understanding in him. Right, man? Ain't no understanding in this devil, man. Well, in any of you devils, man. Because here it is, you thinking DJ Trump is helping your society by slapping tariffs on everybody, man. But yeah, really, man, he finna make it harder on everyday people, and you people support this man.
They don't know any better though, man. You know, hey, Esau is the basis of men. Right. The niggas are really a walking retard, man. So you look at the mannerisms of the dude, man. You can see that it's all a show, like we said earlier. This whole thing is nothing but a fucking reality show, man.
That's right. I got a precept. This is I got two. I'm gonna be real quick. This is Jeremiah 51. Starting at verse 8, and it reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so, she may be healed.
Right, but she can't be
31 and 12, get that.
That's what America's trying to do. They're trying to recover, but they can't recover. The money is gone, the morale in America is gone. Everybody know this shit going down. Really, that's why these people, you see it on these people when they walk around, man. They know this, they zombies, man. They just trying to hold on to their last couple minutes of wickedness, man. That's it.
They getting distracted with their Popeye's chicken.
Right. Come on, man.
Chicken eating, nigga.
Popeye's chicken and your Jay-Z, his little NFL deal.
All that bullshit.
It's all played out.
He didn't even buy a damn team, man. Niggas talking about he gonna buy a team. Niggas buy a team.
He bought a majority. He's a minority owner.
Right.
He ain't got no power, man.
They got like 3% of the team or some shit.
Right, people getting all in their feelings and shit about Jay-Z. Look, this nigga been a rapper for like 20 years telling you how much he love money.
Right.
You know, so he gonna make moves for money, you know?
And also, like I brought up earlier in the week, it's no coincidence that this deal comes up right when this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing going on. And the Queen of England, her oldest son was just found out to be with that nigga in the fucking mansion, man.
Wow.
Just when I was starting to question this dude, then this shit happened, man.
Wow.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's a distraction,
I
man.
just got that on my
It's a distraction, man.
Popeyes chicken. That shit
I
better
just
be
seen, I
fine.
seen that earlier,
Right.
right?
That shit got demons on it.
I'm gonna start it back from the top. Start back from the top. And when you said that America can't be healed, y'all remember the commercials where it used to be, I'm falling and I can't get up. That's America right now.
Hitting the button and shit.
They
Life alert.
trying to hit the life alert.
No life alert.
Hey, I'm gonna start it back up. This is Jeremiah 51:8. It reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
Right, so that goes back to what we read in Nahum 3:19. They said that that thy bruise cannot be healed, man. See, this place ain't gonna be restored, man. See, these Edomites that talk that shit, they're under a strong delusion.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
You look at the infrastructure of this shit is terrible, man. You got bridges collapsing, you know, land masses, you know, getting fucked up, mudslides, earthquakes, tornadoes.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord is plaguing America,
Yep,
man.
right.
Wildfires that can't be put out, man. You know? So the Lord is visiting and destroying this place.
Yep.
Ain't no making America great again, man.
Right.
You know? You got it, bro.
Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, every one, into his own country.
That's what you see. You see a lot of people fleeing America, man, going back to their own countries, man. Because they see that America is done, man. They have gotten all their tokens out of America and they took it back home, man. They see this place is about to get burned up, man. You said you had something?
Yeah,
This is the last piece. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
God, man. Her judgment reaching under heaven, man. And that's why you see all the angels and angels patrolling this wicked ass society, man. Because they about to rain judgment on this place, man. The order has gone out, man.
Didn't the scripture say that the sins have reached up into the heavens, man? So,
Revelation 18.
yeah, the Lord has let you get to the peak of your apex, man. Now you on the decline till you hit rock bottom.
Right.
That rock bottom is gonna be bad, man. Israelites gonna have off foot in your ass, man.
That's right.
You know? But this is Ezekiel 31:12. And strangers, the terrible of the nations, have cut him off.
You see? So hold on, that's prophecy, man. Going into these other nations, man. These other nations have cut off America, man. Yep. You're seeing that through the economy, through the money. All right. You're seeing that through you're seeing that through these deals that they can't make. You know, you had the INF, all these different treaties that America tries to have with these countries. They get disannulled, man. Yep. Why? Because nobody can trust this place, man. All right. Go ahead.
It says, and have left him upon the mountains and in all the valleys. His branches are fallen.
Yep.
And his bows are broken by all the rivers of the land. And all the people of the earth are gone down from his shadow and have left him.
Right. See, all the people have gone down from his shadow and left him, man. Yep. That's why, as the brothers are bringing up, you had the whole BRICS. You have Brexit going on. All these nations coming together, trying to think of coming up with different, I should say, agreements or whatnot, covenants, to separate themselves from America, man. Like, nobody wants to do business with this place, man.
Right.
Because as we read earlier, Obadiah, about how all these nations have set a wound under them, man, a trap. Can you get Isaiah 33 in verse 1, just to make that point? You know? Because it's prophesied, man. Everybody's going to gang up on this place, man. You know? Isaiah 33:1.
Isaiah 33:1.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Yup.
And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
You see, America has been dealing treacherously since its inception, man. You see what I'm saying? Puppet leaders in these other nations, infiltrating people's governments, stealing the resources.
Right.
You know, all types of shit. False flags. Shit, 9/11 is the biggest one. You see what I'm saying? But that's all part of this double dealing treacherously, man.
Right.
And all this stuff is being revealed, man. Go ahead,
Right. And also how they dealt with Gad and Reuben.
Yep.
You know, in all the tribes. They didn't even deal treacherously with you. If it wasn't for Gad and Reuben, you wouldn't have been able to survive your first winters. But what you turn around and do? Put smallpox in their blankets. You know, kill them off. Kill the buffaloes.
Hey, without us, that wouldn't made it off the boats, man.
Right.
The motherfuckers was down on the boats, man.
Yeah, when they got here in Jamestown, what, 1619, out there, was it Virginia? They was eating dead bodies out of graves, man. These Edomites, man. They was eating corpse and shit.
Yeah.
You can look this up.
Yeah, they would dig up Gad and eat them, man.
Yep.
You know?
Wow.
But that fits them, though.
Hey, great robbers. the official.
Yep.
Yeah. I got more on this.
Yep.
I'm gonna start from the top again. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Yep.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
See, that's the gang up right there, man. That's the nations coming together, you know, with the alliances that they've been creating, and they're gonna bomb this place, man.
That's right.
You see, that's written, man.
Right.
All right, nobody can get along with this place, man.
Right.
For some reason.
And it's logical. What them countries in Europe and the EU, what they gonna do when shit hit the fan? They gonna go against Russia? Russia right there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
America across the pond. So they gonna have to side with Russia. You know? And they gonna want to. Because everybody hate America, man.
Yep.
You go over to the UK, man, they hate Americans. You know? America is a piece of shit place with piece of shit people.
Hey, you got, I always bring out South America. You got the Edomites getting smashed on, man. Getting stoned in the street, man. You know, you got certain tourist countries. You got certain countries that warning tourists from America not to come over there, man. They're gonna end up getting killed, man. See what's happening in the Dominican Republic, man. You know, all these different events is tying in because America is beginning to get judgment raining on us, man. You know?
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that built up a town with blood and established a city with iniquity.
Right. Did not America do that?
Yes.
Was America not established with blood? So the Bible is saying, woe to you, destruction to you, that if you do that, you know, it's well known. They got movies about it. Esau, his proud ass even put it in movies.
1492.
You know? Right. 1492. Any slave movie, Roots.
Right.
They built this whole place up with blood.
Hey,
Man.
even in their horror movies, man, you know, like Amityville Horror and all that.
Right.
You building these lands over on ancient burial grounds, man. You know, totally desecrating our ancestors' burial grounds. Man.
Right. And where you really fucked up at though is that you touched the apple of the Lord's eye.
Right.
That's where you really messed up.
That's right.
You know, the Lord gonna defend us. We're not gonna be in this situation forever. You know, the Lord was wroth with us. We went off as a nation. This is our punishment. But you niggas, you Edomites, man, y'all forwarded the affliction. You ain't have to do all of that. You know, the Lord gonna overkill y'all.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive of the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons. Man, so all the wicked shit you've been doing around the earth until this day, man, you got a heavy judgment coming to you, man. You got heavy recompense that's about to be repaid upon your head, man. You and your children's children, man. You got heavy judgment, man. So ain't nothing you and your damn granddaddy and your damn auntie, your uncle, none of y'all can do about that, man. We had to pay that tab. Now your family members have to pay that tab.
I got a quick one. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Hath slaughtered for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities, right, man? Because pretty much, man, that's the Lord saying He finna kick the legs up out of you devil, man. You ain't gonna be able to rise, you ain't gonna be able to rise back up, man. Like the best said, man, you gonna fall, you ain't gonna get back up, man. You ain't gonna have no more cities, man, you ain't gonna have no more monuments, you know what I'm saying? Because they eventually, hey, we gonna get these heathen back some land, you know what I'm saying? We gonna let them do their thing, they still gonna serve under us. But they gonna have a lot of opportunities. But you ain't gonna have no cities, man. You ain't gonna have nothing.
Right. Scripture say that we're gonna look at him like, is this the man? God tear upon the earth, man.
Hey. And the scriptures also say that Esau will be chased out of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the remembrance of Esau ain't gonna be there. Forget about Esau in the line. He never exists.
Right. The Lord don't want y'all Edomites to exist, man. That's y'all some, man, y'all got it bad.
That's cold.
That's Psalm 21. What he said. Get that.
Somebody hold that. Give me 94.
Yeah, get the 94 and get the 21.
All right. This is Psalms 94, starting at verse 1. And it reads, O Lord, power to whom vengeance belongeth. O power to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud.
Right now, you seeing that, man. The Lord is making His presence, His holy, divine presence known in the earth, man. Through the signs in the heavens and the signs in the earth, man. These are the warnings that the Lord gave us, man. So He's doing that. Go ahead.
Verse 3, Lord Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? Right,
how long? So it's a question. How long should these wicked devils triumph, man? See, we're at the end of this devil's pinnacle, like the brother was going into, man. See, that triumph of the wicked is about to fall, man. All right?
They don't think that the Lord is going to revenge for His people, man. You know,
Right.
just like how you read, man. We're crying for the Lord to bring it down for us, man, to redeem us and take this damn devil out, man. You know?
That's right. Verse 4. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves?
Yeah, how long, how much longer are they going to continue to talk shit about us in this low condition, man? You know,